Good night, everybody. This is my video recording for the low advanced online classes. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about for a video that we watched to according to Paris Agreement that is relating to climate change that Christina figures exposed. So here we go. Nowadays, climate change is the biggest problem of the human being. It is already happening and represents one of the greatest environmental, social, and economic threats facing the planet. The warming of the climate system is undisputable. The Earth's average surface temperature has risen by 0.76 degrees since 1950. Most of the warming that has occurred over the last 50 years is very likely to have been caused by human activities. This climate can affect every person and of course our health directly through increase in temperatures. Such increases may lead to more extreme heat during the summer and will produce less cold spells during the winter. According to UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change, the Paris Agreement is an agreement between 195 countries, representing countries around the world, with a particular goal: stop the climate change. The head of the Paris Conferences, French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius, said this ambitious and balanced plan is an historic turning point in the goal of reducing global warming. According to Christina Figures, that was the person that we watched in the video, the agreement is going to change the whole world as we know it. It's the first step to a huge work we have to do to improve our daily life in all the economic centers. This time, these 195 countries and of course the government agree unanimously to sacrifice some activities to improve the environmental sector. She said that this could be possible only with the integral participation of all of us. In her equation, we need to be optimistic. We need to have economic benefits, and of course, we need to have the desire for a better life. In my opinion, this new and big agreement will be possible only if all the people around the world actually participate. No matter how, no matter where, we actually make some change in our culture. For example, making something like recycling or avoiding the waste of sources like energy or avoid the waste of water. These activities could be done for some people, but it will be a great help to the environment recovery. The climate is a very important thing, and if we don't stop the changes soon, more and more plants and trees are going to die. We won't have enough food, and then not only will the third world countries will suffer because of the hunger, then the whole world in general will suffer for that. I think it is better to first stop the changing climate and then gradually reduce the hunger in the poor countries, avoid political problems between some nations, or I don't know, whatever problem. These problems are in a secondary level comparing to the climate changes. Because if we stop the changes, we're going to be healthier and everything around us will be cleaner and it will be how it actually have to be. I believe we can make an harmony between humans and nature, and this have to return. Listen to this speech make me know how bad we are, because If 195 government agree unanimously, it's because we're in a huge trouble. You know how hard it can be to agree with 194 heads? It is almost impossible. But they decide to reduce the global warming unanimously. This new threat isn't just for some of us, it's for all of us. This involves all the person in the world. That's why we need to think about what we are doing and how what we're doing actually can affect the environment. So I hope you like what I say, and thank you.